Okay, here we go. Let's get this party started. I love this. I love this. I'm getting better and better signing in. And then in a moment, my wonderful Natalie Hodge is going to join us. And
Hey, Dina.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Good. Where's your face?
Is it not on the screen?
No, your picture is, but not, you're not live, my dear.
Oh, let's change that.
Yes, here she goes. Oh,
Yay!
fantastic. You look wonderful. Let me introduce
Thank
you
you.
and then we'll get going. So gang, this is my girl, Natalie Hodge. We know each other for years now. She's a writer, producer, filmmaker, all around cheerleader. And you just put out your film Cell.
That's right.
Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about Cell, honey. What's going on with that?
So we released Cell in November of 2019. We had a release at a local theater in Martinsville, Virginia, where we filmed and did all of the production. And that was absolutely phenomenal. The community turned out in droves to see the film. And it was awesome because this is like a homegrown project. And included local landmarks and people in the community. So it was really fun for everybody to say, oh, look at that. I know that person, or I know that spot. And it's something different, of course, coming from a rural area. When you're in Los Angeles, like you see film and you're like, okay, no big deal. This is what happens here. But it's not the storyline of a community like this. So,
oh yeah, Martinsville, Virginia was like, Natalie brings California to their town. Fantastic.
yeah, so that was awesome in November. And then we
tell everybody what Cell is about first before you get.
Let's do that. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So Cell is a short film about a man named Demetrius who returns home from being incarcerated, and he struggles to find meaningful work to support his family. And so he goes through all of these different trials and tribulations related to that, very much in line with what a lot of our returning citizens experience when they come home from prison. And through some interesting sets of circumstances, he meets an entrepreneur who's struggling, and the rest is history. I won't tell anymore because I want people to watch and see what unfolds. But
it's on YouTube. On Rudy's Girl Media on YouTube.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do you have it up on Amazon or anything, or just YouTube?
It's on Vimeo as well, but the YouTube version is free for those people who want the freebie. But if you want to pay and support,
I'll get on for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. I know I featured you a couple months ago, and I've seen, I know what the film is about, but it's super, super exciting. So good to see your face, my friend.
Yours too.
What else is going on? Natalie was the, what exactly did you do? I met Natalie at the Art Institute in Los Angeles the first day I walked back to school.
Yes.
Like 7 years ago, and you were in the office.
Right.
And you were my instant family.
Yes, that's right. Instant family. So at that point in time, I was working in the housing office. So helping people who were in the residential life program. And then I transitioned into some career coaching on campus. So
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Well, what I remember about Natalie was I cast you in a project that I had. And you were actually working that day. You left the job and went down to shoot Jackie Brown. She was Jackie Brown in Quentin Tarantino's, and you were phenomenal.
Well, thank you.
And then you went back up and you went back to work. It was like,
that's right.
It was great.
It was a lot of fun. And the fake smoking, that was a riot.
Supportive for that. That was an amazing. But you acted prior to that, though. You had aspirations of and you're a writer and producer and all that. You graduated from Cornell University, and you've had aspirations of filmmaking for many years. Where did that come from?
Yeah, so I've always dreamed of
Mhm.
acting. I think as a lot of folks have that kind of passion underlying, but again, Martinsville, not a lot of opportunities for film production. However, in my travels, I ended up in New York City at one point, and
Mm,
I saw this ad for background actors,
mm.
and thought, well, this would be really cool. And so the very first show that I was a background actor on was called New Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And this is not the version that's out now. This is
Oh,
an older version. I think it was on Fox. And I was in the subway. It was a winter scene, but we were filming in the summer.
oh,
So I had a winter coat, a hat, scarf, the whole 9 yards in the subway. It was about 250 degrees and all of this stuff. And
wow.
I fell in love. I loved seeing the production unfold and all of the activity and the coordination. And I was just fascinated with it. And so I did that for a little bit, and I studied acting at William Esper Studio and took lots of classes and was honing
Mm,
in on my craft.
mm,
And then, but there was always something I felt was just like a little bit missing.
mm.
And I ended up exploring some other avenues behind the camera and was fortunate enough to meet a director, independent director and film producer, Frank Callow in New York. And he took me under his wing and kind of taught me the behind the camera stuff.
Oh, wow.
So my first behind the camera job was script supervisor. And
Oh, fantastic. Oh, you're perfect. You'd be perfect for that. Very, very
oh,
meticulous.
I had
No?
never, I think I did a good job, but I was very nervous
Yeah.
because I'd never done anything like that before.
Oh, yeah.
And
Wow.
so he's like, oh, I'll show you how to do it. No big deal. And I loved being a part of the mechanics of making a film. So this was a whole different side than acting.
Sure.
And so that was a lot of fun. And so I continued working with him. And then over time, I ended up in Los Angeles working at the Art Institute, continuing to work on different projects on my own. But really, the passion is writing.
Mm,
And that's what I'm doing now. And I
wow.
produce because that's just a component of it
Yeah,
when you
sure.
want to get your stuff out there. But the writing just is something that keeps me up at night. I
Wow.
just love it. I
Oh,
love creating in that way.
oh, fantastic. Now, I know the
Yeah.
first project that I worked with, I edited a project for you for this commercial or whatever we did, the
Yeah.
biggest butt or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot. That was a lot of fun. I mean, you were always so much fun. We were always like, you always got me into something, and I always got you into some type of project. Something was always going on at that time. It was really a lot
And
of
I love that. I
fun.
love that collaboration and that creative energy when fun, good people come together and there's an idea. And I love exploring that with people. So thank you for being a part of my stuff, and thank you for inviting me to be a part of your stuff too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I instantly got a family with you and that crew, and it really made a difference, when
Yeah.
I hit LA. So, anytime, I would love to love to work with you again. But let's get back to Cell, because your work also always has a human a helpful component to it. Like Cell is really attached to literally helping the guys to assimilate coming out of jail. So, and I know that's your heart. I know that's the type of person you are.
Right. Cell was a passion project for me because I have family members who've been incarcerated.
Mhm.
I have friends and other acquaintances who have family members and people who are part of their network who have been in that situation. And that's a challenge.
Mm.
And I've heard those stories firsthand. I also work with the folks who are coming back home from prison and looking for job
Mm.
opportunities. So I'm involved in Cell every day.
Yeah.
And that story just needs to be told to people who may not be acquainted with what that struggle is. And in my world outside of film and television, in that way that I support folks who have barriers to employment, I've discovered that a lot of times there are these career fields they're kind of pushed toward, and
Oh, yeah.
they're not they're not always allowed to pursue their personal passion.
Right.
And I know what it's like to have that passion burning inside, and you just want to do this work, and you're not getting the opportunity to do it.
Wow.
So that's really a central part of Cell. And for people who are subscribers to the website and who follow us on Instagram, there's all sorts of information every day that comes out, resources, tips, success stories.
Awesome.
It's really a growing community of people who care about criminal justice reform and reentry issues.
Oh, wow. So what Instagram? Is it Natalie Hodge? Is it Cell? What is it under on Instagram?
It's Cell_film.
Fantastic. So anybody who wants to help financially with resources or whatever can go to that Instagram. And then the website, what is the website?
It's sellthemovie.com.
Sellthemovie.com. Wow.
And so people reach out just about every day and have stories that they share, or folks that they're asking for assistance. And we're just trying to kind of plug in and direct them to resources as we know them.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'm not surprised. Ani, let's switch up. How's Martinsville right now? How's everybody doing over there? How's it going?
Martinsville is chugging along. I mean, of course, we're impacted by COVID-19 like everybody else in the country and the planet. But you know, it's a little bit different being in a small community, because I think that that connection to people here is so much stronger than if you're in a larger city and you're isolated in your pockets. But we're all kind of here together figuring it out. Of course, we're social distancing and working from home and all that jazz. And it's been, I think, a great time for me personally to do a lot of writing and to do a lot of organizing of my materials. I've been chomping at the bit to do some filming, but that we're not in that place just yet.
Yeah, soon enough.
I do have something that I've worked on that's a follow-up to Cell. It's called Just One Thing, that we filmed right before everything shut down. And it's the real life stories of some folks who have been connected to the criminal justice system. So I'm hoping that, you know, that will be emerging soon enough that folks will be able to watch that.
Oh, fantastic. You got it all in the can. It's all shot. So somebody's currently editing?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And tell me the name of that again.
It's called Just One Thing.
Wow.
And it's about one thing that this individual would share with the world about their experience connected to the criminal justice system.
Wow, that criminal justice system. Holy Toledos, holy Toledos. So what are you writing? You know, what's
So I have a book that is a collection of both poetry and a few short stories. It's called Diamonds in Ditches.
Wow.
And that should be coming out, I would say, in the next couple of months. I'm really excited about that. Some creative pieces that I've written a while ago, mixed with new stuff. And so that's going to be fun. Of course, I have a couple of screenplays that I'm tinkering with. I'm doing a lot of writing that's based in Martinsville now because I'm here. And this community is so wide open to film production and so excited and embracing of film here.
Oh,
and
wow.
I want to do more and more things here. A lot of my writing before was New York based when I was in New York, and then it was LA based when I was in LA. And so here, I'm getting to find some cool locations, some diamonds in the rough as far as talent, some people who really have some skills that, you know, I'm enjoying working with those individuals, and amazing locations. I can't say enough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's rural, hilly, is mountainous, right? Virginia mountains. My grandfather's from Virginia, you know. He's
Yeah,
deceased for
this is
years,
the
but Virginia,
foothills.
foothills, beautiful. Oh, stunning,
Yeah.
stunning.
You have to come out and film something here, Dina.
I will. I for sure will. I have ants in my pants so bad. I can't wait to move around a little bit. I cannot wait. I got about a
Well,
year.
you have a place to stay.
Yeah, thank you so much, darling. And you know, any kind of production at all, just, you know, knock on my door. I would just absolutely love to be a part, you know, of anything that you're making. So, you know, just,
I
you
will
know,
hold you to that.
no, for sure, for sure. I can't wait. I can't wait. We were actually a friend of mine's doing a short, and we were just casting, and we were just about to get started shooting, and then the corona. So we're going to try to shoot in the last couple weeks of May. I can't wait. I can't wait to get back. This show has been a saving grace because I've been able to talk to you and other filmmakers and stay on the positive tip. But, you know, my heart's in the production as well. I cannot wait to get, you know, back out there.
I know. Doesn't it really increase your level of appreciation for the work when you have to take a pause? And then you realize how life-giving it really is to be connected to what you love.
Oh, what an opportunity to be able to get out there. That's my roommate, my Italian roommate. She's making lunch. She's making lunch while I'm any background noise is my sweet roommate.
I have a little break.
Yeah, she's hungry. She's hungry. So yeah, she's fantastic. She's from Italy. She was impacted greatly by the corona as well. So she's a doll. But yeah, I'm just so happy that you know, that I'm in the field that I'm in, and it's like I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. I feel so fortunate and so lucky to, you know, and to have a creative heart and to be given a creative heart, you know, it's like it blows my mind. I wrote a feature film that I actually am in love with, you know, and I started to pitch it a little bit and workshop it. So when this breaks, I'll get back. I have a group that I'll be workshopping it, and I'm going to try to, you know, me, a girl from Jersey,
Good.
wrote a feature.
Yes.
So I wrote a feature film, and it's like, what? So, honey, look how gorgeous she is, everybody. I hope some people are on. When we're not locked into the apartment, I actually have a friend of mine that comes on as my assistant, and she can answer people. So people might actually be, you know, be asking you questions and stuff like that. But I can't get on there because it's just me. It's just me. But Natalie, thank you so much for coming on, honey. What else?
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. I mean, I could stay and I try to keep it like 20, 30 minutes, but please tell us what I can do and what we can do to help you in your endeavor, you know, with Cell and things like that.
Well, I think if you can drop the link to Cell in the comments, and anyone who's watching, definitely watch it, like it, subscribe to the Rudy's Girl Media channel. That's an awesome way to support. Follow the Instagram, which has great content. Thank you so much to J Graphics, social media marketing, for really handling that Instagram and putting incredible content on there weekly. People are getting a lot from that particular page. So support that, share all of that information. And in general, support independent film, support folks who are creating, even in the midst of a pandemic. We're still out there doing what we can to share amazing content. And you might not see it right away, but it's being developed. And so I think being a support is just watching, sharing, giving positive messages to independent film folks like us.
Well, you know, that's interesting that you say that, because I think when we are allowed back outside, it's going to change TV and it's going to change filmmaking. completely, because they're not going to, be able to make these 90 million, $100 million films right away. So it's the people that are out there that are creating these smaller films that I think are going to be able to get a break. Crews that are going out there telling these amazing stories that ordinarily wouldn't get a break because of the big Hollywood machine. I really am positive about that.
I think you're right, Dina. And I was just talking to folks about something very similar, in that, a small independent project, we could get out and have a crew of less than 10 people and make it happen. So we'll be able to do some things that some of the big production houses won't be able to do right away. And I encourage anybody who has a couple of pennies to throw toward independent filmmaking, bring
it on.
Bring them.
A good story. There's so many independent filmmakers out there with these amazing stories. And, it's like, now is the time. I really believe now is the time. And with YouTube and Amazon, and Vimeo, that we can get out there and put our, and, in YouTube, you get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and you can start generating income and putting it back into it's not like it used to be with just the big Hollywood engine. I really appreciate that.
Right. I'm thankful for that as well, to be able to have some vehicles to share these projects. Yeah.
I just love it. All right, my dear. Right. Keep us posted. Now you're gonna publish this book. Is it gonna be online? Are we gonna be able to actually buy a copy, or I can't wait to read your poetry.
Yes, so it will be published through Amazon, but independent bookstores will also be able to shelve it. So definitely support the independent bookstores. Books and Crannies is the one in Martinsville. Absolutely fantastic. And you can order from Books and Crannies if you live anywhere in the world. She has an online platform, but those independent spaces are so key and critical. So support those bookstores, but it will be on online platforms and in those spaces too.
Fantastic. One more time, what's the title of the book?
It's called Diamonds in Ditches.
Diamonds in Ditches. You're a diamond. All right, darling. Natalie, so happy to have you on. Be well, and please tell me you'll come back once you get your book out, and we'll talk some more.
Absolutely. You can have me anytime. And I'm waiting for you to come here so we can work on something together.
Sounds fantastic. I love it. I'm down.
All right.
Okay. Peace. Take care, my doll.